Here we are again. We're going to read comments under Berner 420's paperwork video because there's no truth in the paperwork video, but there's truth in the comments, and some of these comments are hilarious, so I hope you guys enjoy. Let's listen to the intro of this freaking amazing video that's got free quick screenshots. If you blink, you miss it, of Berner's paperwork. But there's a lot in the comments. Like, it's really worth it. Not so much for the video, but for the comments, yeah, 100%, yeah.
Boy Berner 420, and today I'm going to go ahead and post some paperwork to back up a video that I made over 2 years ago. Recently on the internet, a lot of people have been trying to say that the assault I'm claiming that I was part of in prison is made up or fake, and that my paperwork can't be proven, or that it can't be released because allegedly I got a sealed record or whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and prove to you guys that all of that is nonsense, and this paperwork is going to prove everything I've said from the beginning is 100% authentic. If you guys are watching this, please make sure you guys are clicking the description box below, because I will have every link to every other social media platform. And make sure that you guys check out my merch too, because it is also...
No, thank you. No merch for me. Alright, so right after this, he proceeds to shit on people, okay, as per usual. He shits on Pino, he shits on other people, calling them rats, you know, and. Yeah, talks about his merch, his links, his shit. Okay, so let's get to the comments. Recent ones. Oh, and there's Jessica's comment right at the top, pinned by Berner. And it says, would you look at that? His story checks out. Like he said. Weird. Laughing emoji. Right. Wow, that something checks out, said by Jessica, you know, that's a statement already. And there's 20 replies to Jessica's comments, so let's see what people had to say about Jessica's comments. Ooh, well, people are not having it, apparently, because there's a comment right there underneath that says, oh, says the girl that lies on lies on lies, your word means absolutely nothing. Yeah, I think this person actually does have a point. Oh. Another one, unlike yours, miss, shit emoji, and shave, sentence, Muppets. Okay. Ooh, a dude, like, goes like, cool story. Yeah, you know, there's always people popping up, just seeing stuff, and they go like, oh, that doesn't look bad, nice. But, you know, maybe they don't know what's behind this whole paperwork stuff. Another one, checks out to who? Both you delusional frauds. No, anyone else here has this blue packet. Oh yeah, this one's important. And more people mention this blue folder or packet, because every inmate in Utah gets their blue folder when they get out, and all their paperwork is in there. So this thing, you know, that Berner, when he finally decides to, like, quote-unquote prove that he shanked a guy in prison and did 8 years in prison, and flashes free lame-ass screenshots in, like, half a second, so if you blink, you miss it. It says it all. Like, if you have your legit paperwork for what you said you did, you just open your blue packet, your blue folder, show it to people, maybe redact it, okay, but you show your blue folder. Like, you don't shit people even more and tell them, oh, hang on a second, I would prove it to you right now, but I have to wait for my paperwork because I requested it and I have to wait, and then you flash free freaking real quick screenshots in a video that's long, like what, 12 fucking minutes where you shit on people, you repost your old shit, your old video, and you flash free screenshots in it, and that's your paperwork video. Like, that says it all. But the comments say it all, actually. Okay. Oh, there's some offensive comments about Jessica being a mother. I'm not gonna read that because I don't think this should be about, you know, how she mothers or how her kids are. That really is not, in my opinion, something that should be discussed online. But ooh, another girl, bye. You'll deserve each other. That shit didn't show shit. You're both lying. Okay, yeah. I mean, to the point, yeah. This comment, guys, goes right to the point. And I'm sorry, yeah. Like I always say, I'm not a native English speaker. And my main reasons why I'm even bothering with this is my father spent years locked up in prison. So when I bumped into Jessica's channel, I thought she was actually potentially about prison reform, but no, it's about prison cakes and made-up stories. So I figured that out watching the minimum amount of content, and yeah, was pretty happy about that. So, you know, I hope this helps someone, or maybe, you know, entertain someone, because some of these comments are hilarious. Jessica replies, okay, to this, you're full of shit, both of you, okay. So she's like, if you watch the story, the paperwork matches, but no matter what, some of you just nitpick everything to death. Anything to justify your continued hate and harassment is gross. I mean, everybody just harasses Jessica and hates on her and her beautiful boyfriend, you know? Yeah. I think even Jessica's furniture harasses her when, you know, Jessica doesn't bother to read the instructions on how to build a piece of furniture. She makes a video about it, okay? So I'm pretty sure that she's convinced that even her furniture harasses her at this point. And that's another thing, like, she just never does put work into stuff. A while ago, I wondered, I was like, you know, girl, you could do, like, nice true crime videos or something. But she just doesn't fucking bother to put the work into it. Like, she did a Ruby Frankie video. There was no work whatsoever behind it. She was, like, talking to Berner about Ruby. And if I went right here near my house, I don't know, to get a coffee at a bar, and there were two elderly guys talking about Ruby Frankie, they would have probably had more information than Jessica online. So I was like, what the fuck, is so lame, sloppy, like, no. Same with her cooking, okay? I caught a video where she put the hashtag chef, okay? And yeah, since that used to be my job, I'm like, no, please, girl, don't put the hashtag chef on your fucking sloppy cooking videos. Like, just don't, okay? There's nothing chefy about what you do. Like putting pre-packaged ingredients and some lame-ass spice mixtures that you bought in the supermarket on whatever. No, that don't make you a chef. Sorry, girl. Like, You either have it in you, or you study for it, you research, and you constantly better yourself as a chef. Otherwise, you have no place putting chef hashtags on your videos. Like, just stop. But, you know, that's my own thing that bothers me in particular. So, back to the comments. The person that replied to this, you know, Jessica pointing out that people nitpick to death and are gross and harass her and her beautiful boyfriend. This person says, nitpick? Pointing out how something isn't legit isn't picking. Did you really just deflect every point? Oh, yeah. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, then there's the appearance comments. That's like, you know, like people have a lot to say about Jessica's hair and other things. So we're gonna skip that. Oh, another person. He only gets hate because of you. He didn't get hate before you. Doesn't that show you anything? Oh no, then they compare Jessica to Ruby Frankie. No, that's not something I'm going to read. So that's the replies only to Jessica's comment, like how her beautiful boyfriend's story matches his paperwork. Oh boy. So the main comments of the people. Show your entire blue folder that every felon that has been incarcerated in a prison in the state of Utah has. Great comment, dude. Like, on point. Exactly. Like, why? You have your blue folder. Why not show it? No? Not appealing to you, Berner? And, oh boy, here we have like a golden freaking nugget of a comment. So, let's read the whole thing. A dude here that is probably, you know, sympathizing with the Pino crew. Pino is a guy from Florida who did recently several lives on Jessica and her beautiful boyfriend. Because Jessica started beefing with him. I covered it a little bit in the like OGs against Jessica saga because Jessica said stuff to have Pino react, okay? She said very specific things like Pino would have sucked a dick to be like another YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. Pino didn't like it. Berner keeps saying that Pino is a rat. I mean, come on. Like, really? Saying that other people are rats won't prove that your paperwork matches your stories, Berner, you know? Just in case you didn't know. That's not how that works. So, this comment, a real man and a real woman would go on Pino's live and defend themselves instead of this bitch-ass back and forth video shit. Like, that alone is gold. You have lost all credibility because you're standing up for a known, written in all caps, liar. Yeah, meaning Jessica. You call everyone else rats, but the biggest one is sitting right next to you. That's a lot, yeah. She ratted one of her exes out, and then she was a CI, meaning confidential informant, on the other. Then her baby's dad, she calls cops on. Yeah. She kind of does, or did several times, call the cops on her ex-fiance. And he called CPS on her, so, you know, it was a pretty draining situation for the whole family. And again, you know, not something I want to get into. Then releases her ex's crochet club members' private info online. Again, this is gold because this phrase here means that Jessica talked about private stuff of her and other exes, Jason's buddies. AKA crochet club members, meaning gang members, okay? Spanish Cobra gang members, to be exact. The funny thing here, I mean funny, is that Jessica kind of like low-key fucked with the Spanish Cobra aesthetics, okay? such as green hair, snakes on her Christmas tree. Yeah, that was hilarious. And like in everything else, sorry to say, not that here in this particular instance that would be a good thing, but she doesn't put any work into anything. She doesn't put work into shit. She doesn't put work into it when she cooks. She doesn't put work into it when she researches true crime videos. So, can you imagine her being the diamond girl that she was saying, you know, like blah blah to Jason in emails that were sent through the federal prison system emails? Like, in a couple of those emails, she said, "You lost your diamond girl," referring to herself. Now, diamond girl might sound like something posh. No, it means that the girl either fucks gang members, yes, has sex with gang members, or does work on the streets, you know, like sells, does stuff. Come on, yeah, the gang work. So, she was doing none of that. Why on earth would she refer to herself as a diamond girl? She put no work into it whatsoever. Oh, she paid for Jason's buddies, I don't know, whatever, stuff, rent, something. And when she got pissed at Jason, she made a video that she instantly deleted, but like everything else, people recorded it and have it. She was talking about exactly that. How she would pay for Jason's buddies, whatever, water bills or I don't know what. Because apparently, you know, the people that are about that life, about the gang life, kind of struggle to function when it comes to regular shit, like, you know, paying bills, taxes, you know, holding a job and stuff like that. So again, you know, it's like these people are like gangsters in a specific setting. In another setting, they're risking to be homeless because they struggle to function when it comes to regular stuff. But back to this comment. So she releases her ex's crochet club members' private info online. Not a great move. Yeah, she did it, and I don't know what she was thinking. Like, you don't fuck with people like that. Like, why would you? But I don't know. Many people say there was some liquid courage behind that, you know, like she had a little bit to drink and then made the video, posted it, and took it down. She didn't marry Jason for visits. She married him because she was madly in love with him. Yeah, it kind of looked like it. It looked like they were really in love. And anybody remembers how people used to call Jason, you know, Uncle Fester and the fridge and all kinds of nicknames? Jason doesn't come across as a likable person, not because he's linked to gangs or he's, you know, a person that struggles to reform and relapses when he gets out of prison over and over. There's another nuance to this. He's the type of guy who comes across as, you know, like the double espresso or triple espresso effect. He messes shit up. You know, people have short breath and tachycardia and panic attacks around Jason because he just jumps into shit and does whatever he feels like doing. And at the time Jessica was separating from her ex-fiance, yeah, she eventually married Jason in the summer of 2023, but Jason freaking made it worse. He was like in between Jessica and her ex, and they were trying to sort out, you know, custody and family assets and stuff like that. Jason probably wasn't a great presence there because Jessica's ex was pissed every time Jason was around. Same with Mindy, by the way. Mindy is another chick that was like in between Jessica and her ex-fiance while they were separating. Personally, because Mindy is a female, I saw that as something very low, because Mindy like faked it, she was like, oh, Jessica, I'm your friend, talk to me. And then it was Mindy who released the sex emails that were going on between Jessica and Jason for years, and that Reese found out about from Jason, by the way, so these two people, Jason and Mindy, they were like, oh, just fucking with other people's lives, as if it was like, I don't know, a hobby. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna come around. Oh, well, your ex might get pissed, but whatever, we're together, right? Like, we're fucking together. I mean, not like literally, but, we're friends, buddies, and more. Okay, so I'm just gonna step into the situation, whatever and whenever I feel like it, come on. And yeah, that's why things went to shit for Jessica so deep. Like, it was way worse than it could have been without Jason and Mindy in the picture. But anyway, Jessica in the end got pissed. She was so pissed at Jason that she did a video where she was talking about how his crochet club buddies, aka Spanish Cobra gang buddies, were actually lame ass, almost homeless people that just could not even pay their bills. That's what Jessica's point was, okay? And maybe she was not wrong about that, but it's like, Jessica, like, are you silly? You really want someone knocking on your door, maybe because you crossed them like that? Okay, but whatever. So, the final statement in this comment. Open your eyes, bro. Is this girl really worth your whole, again, written in caps, career? And this comment section under this particular video of Berner's about his quote-unquote paperwork, that is about shitting on people, actually, and not so much about paperwork, but it is full of comments like this, where people are trying to give Berner some heads up. And that's a curious thing, because it is clear as day that people can't stand Berner. They're like, oh my god, buddy, like, your name alone, Berner, like the famous Berner 415. Come on, like, what are you doing here? What are you trying to do? You're not a rapper, you're not a gangster, you're not this, you're not that. What are you? What are you doing on YouTube? Like, talking about what? And in this beautiful video, Berner says how he actually helps people, okay, when it comes to prison reform and giving young people heads up about what could actually happen to them in prison. He managed to say in this video that parents call him to ask him to talk to their kids about how dangerous it is to fuck with the law, to actually commit petty crimes and, get locked up, because it could just get only worse from there. And how he is very available to do that, like to talk to young people. And in this comment section, there's also comments about that. They're like, nah, no parent would ever call you to talk to their kids about, not getting into petty crime or, But nonetheless, people are trying to give Berner heads up about Jessica. And the vibe is like, dude, just, pay attention, because she is more than you bargained for. There's a comment, and let me see if I can find it, okay? And it's about something like, try to replace Jessica's ex's names with yours, okay? And that's your future. Because Jessica did so many videos about her exes, about how sketchy and abusive and terrible people these exes of hers were in the end. But it all started with, this is my beautiful husband, my amazing whatever, fiance, and then they all ended up being labeled by Jessica as monsters. with mental health disorders even. Yeah, she went that far to just basically shit on them all over, online, publicly. So people are trying to give Berner heads up about that and tell him, listen, dude, like, come on, wake up, you know? It could be way, way worse. She could be way worse than what you bargained for. Come on. And when a lot of people write very similar things, it hits different. It's like, yeah, they kind of can't stand him, but still they try to give him a little heads up. Which is what happens under Jessica's videos as well. People are trying to give her heads up about Berner. But what it actually looks like is something along the lines of these two being very much, you know, in the same realm of made-up stories and sketchy paperwork and videos about stuff that they just borrowed from others. And they call it prison reform, you know? And on top of it, they throw in some extra prison cake recipe, and it's just lame. So they're probably made for each other. So people should maybe not worry so much about them, oh my god, being bad influence on each other. It looks like a match made in heaven. I mean, hell, but, you know. So let's see if we can find some of these. Because, oh, there's more comments. 2 more comments since yesterday. So, you know, like a video that's got how many? Oh, 3,000 views now. Whoa. He's got 150,000 subscribers. There's a lot smaller dimension on YouTube, like people that have less than 10,000 subscribers and have this many views, you know, like 2,000 on a video, 3,000. This dude's got like 150,000, and he can like hit 5,000 to save his life on a video. Come on, like very low views. Let's go to the most popular comments. Maybe it's here. Oh, yeah, the first one. There's no way parents are coming to him looking for advice regarding their kids getting into trouble. Lord, please. Okay? Laughing emojis. Then there's the show your blue folder that we already read. They're talking about appearance, Berner's tattoos, you know. Yes, he is tattooed in the face, but I don't think that's so important here. Another one, bah, dog. That shit told nothing and meant nothing. Yeah, meaning he showed no paperwork. You didn't show the entire blue packet. Nice try, though. You and your girl deserve each other because you're one in the same. Right on point. Yeah, there's another one, Sure Buster. That, of course, is ironic. Yeah, they call it Buster, Bummer, School Desk, and worse. But, yeah, we're not so much into nicknames and comments on appearance over here. So, you know, I'm just going to skip that. The article you showing says James McCord. Yeah, he's called Jeremy McCord. And Jessica promptly stepped in and said that they got his name confused. Whatever. It says fight, not stabbing. Exactly. Yeah, in the free screenshot that he shows for like half a second, it doesn't say stabbing, it says fight. And he talked about shanking a guy, like real bad, so no. Stuff is not matching. You both avoid any real question and delete away. How pathetic. Okay. Oh no, there's comments about Berner's daughter. I'm gonna skip that. But yes, Berner doesn't have his own daughter around. He is living with Jessica and Jessica's daughters. And they talked about how Berner is going to adopt, if not both, at least like one of Jessica's daughters. I mean, after like what, 4 months that they've been together? I don't know, but I don't think it should be discussed online, but people keep talking about that too. Another, still can't freestyle though, SoundCloud rappers these days. Yeah, they're questioning Berner's rapping skills as well. Yeah, well, I guess they have a point there too. There's another one. Are you comparing BLM, what is it, Black Lives Matter, probably, yeah, to felons' lives matter? Do you believe felons have been oppressed and prejudiced, okay, unfairly, the same as African Americans? I'm genuinely curious. I personally never would have considered felons as marginalized in comparison to slavery. I mean, sure. I didn't catch that in the video. He shitted on Pino, Mindy, and other people, calling all of them rats. Then he flashed free screenshots while he was reposting his video from a year ago where he says he shanked a guy and did 8 years in prison. That's what this video was about. I didn't catch a bit where he talked about BLM comparing that to prison. I don't think so, but let's see what people replied to this. Oh, a guy replies right under it, that's too deep of thought for him. So they're like, no, he didn't talk about that. That's like, too deep for this guy. Probably true. Cool setup. Okay, there's always people that are like, cool story, cool setup, you know, like the people that are like, yay, you know, doesn't look bad. So it's probably nice. Okay, I mean, have the people that you have helped come on and share their stories. Yeah, it's like Jessica, come on, like, she had whole boxes of Narcan in her house expire, and when she got bashed for not being sober, she started to film herself giving socks and Narcan to people. But people like these that like even take the dump with the camera in their hand would have probably filmed themselves talking to people, giving advice. So yeah, this person is pointing that out, like, you know, you have any stories where you actually do help people, you know, you go out there, do something, or is it just made up stories and prison cakes? Ooh, let's see. There's people that are like talking about technical difficulties. And that's in order of most popular. Let's go to the most recent. Oh, show your entire blue folder again. Real man that we already read. Ooh, there's no way parents are coming to you for advice for their kids. Yeah, probably not. I really enjoy your Jessica's content. What? Okay. And that's not paperwork. That's one time you happen to be involved. Where is the actual paperwork that is sealed? Dumbass. Well, yeah. Oh, this one. This is a comment that questions Berner's utter lack of facial expressions. Okay, many people have noticed that, you know, it's like Berner's not even like Chuck Norrising it anymore, because Chuck Norris had at least like, what, 2 expressions? 2 facial expressions. Berner has like none lately, okay? And this guy here is writing this. Genuine question. What kind of drugs / pills are you on where your eyelids are always drooping and your eyes are halfway closed? Because it's super obvious and it looks ridiculous. Oh, your eyes didn't used to droop like that. And when you try to hold your eyebrows up, your eyes don't droop any less. Pills. It's not weed. Seriously, what's up? So yeah, this guy is questioning the reason for, Berner's total lack of emotion and facial expressions in the videos. Yeah, I mean, that could be a lot of reasons for that, but if it's medication, I mean, no shame or blame there, but okay, someone is pointing it out again. There's something going on with Berner's facial expressions and emotion. And yeah, it could be more than weed. Could be. Another person goes like, this sucks because I like y'all. I'm just saying. Done with the drama. So, this disappointed person. Another, Methica makes you really look bad. Add to that your poor face. Oh, again, the appearance. You actually had a nice face. Why in the world did you do this to your face? A bit redundant, but yeah. Now, Methica, it would take hundreds of tattoos to cover that forehead. People, for whatever reason, don't like Jessica's forehead. Okay, again, we're not going to go into this, but yeah, they're questioning Berner's facial tattoos and Jessica's forehead. But I think the phrase Methica makes you look really bad regards more the made-up stories, okay? And how Jessica fucked up her reputation long ago. And yeah, Berner basically inherited some of that. Another, he's like, I believe you, honestly, but your girl lied and deceived everyone. She made content that was totally false. Makes you look bad. Yeah, some of these people do have a point. And I want to see if I can find when they say that if he swaps his name with Jessica X's names, that could look like his future, meaning the dynamic where Jessica always starts with a guy and it's all sunshine and roses and unicorn households, but then it ends up the same every time, The beautiful, amazing guy turns into a monster. Let's see here. Yeah, should ignore. Okay. Always believed you. Can't find it. Please give me a second. I'm going to go through it one more time just to be sure. Do what you did on his platform. Bro called himself famous. What? They talk about another guy. He's called American You or Casper. He did time in California and Florida. And he also had a beef with Berner because Berner asked for it, And Pino's lives are interesting. There's this Casper guy. There's Malek, Berner's ex-Sally, who basically confirms the whole thing. Like, Berner never did 8 years, didn't shank a guy. And this paper video, it's like, kind of like damage control thing, of course. And I think he copied Jessica in that because it's the same lame, no facts, just like flash you with some screenshots type of shit. So it's an utter waste of time. You never walk the main line, you would never make it in any major prison. You're a rat as well as any other. Okay, well, that's kind of expected here. Can't find the swap your name with Jessica X's names comment. Sorry about that, but maybe it's there if they didn't delete it. So that is a fair chunk of comments that tries to kind of warn Berner, you know, about Jessica, which I think is fair. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm scrolling through the comments and there's only the ones that I already read. I'm just trying to switch it up with most popular and most recent, if you know, in case this comment pops up, because it's not, I think, an answer to a comment. It's a comment of its own. Oh, here it is. Go watch all of Jess's videos about her exes, then replace their names with yours. That's your future. You see, yeah, that's pretty unsettling because, you know, it happened a lot of times, and Jessica made content out of it, and basically up until this point, all these guys were wonderful and then monsters. All of her exes were like that, according to Jessica, so people are worried about Berner, and rightly so. They're like, hey, you could be the next guy, you know, from a wonderful, beautiful to monster, you know, pay attention, dude. But then again, there's people that try to do the same when it comes to Jessica, and they talk about Berner as if he was, you know, the guy to watch out for, like, be like, be careful, he's a walking red flag. So from what it looks like online, they're made for each other because they do the same borrowed, dressed up, polished up stories about prison. There's no prison reform there. There's no work done, no research, no nothing. And occasionally they throw in a prison food recipe. That's what their idea of prison reform is about. And yeah, so of course, if it's a sloppy job that they keep doing, they don't put any work into it, the outcome is always going to be this, you know, people being like, hey, you don't put any work into your online content, and you lied about your paperwork and your prison time as well. I mean, fuck you, you know? So, anyway, I hope this saved you some time, and yeah, maybe we can read some other comments, and there's some other videos, maybe Jessica's or Berner's or someone else's related to this next time. Okay, take care, bye.